Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Dolphins take over first and
the Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
41 right, right here, 41 right. Touchdown, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's taken down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first carry for the former Nittany. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
5 team in terms A point scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the Texans,
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Watch the safety screen.
Here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out, as their drive will begin at the 25. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll roll him out right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
on the keeper.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The Houston ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
49-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. From
just shy of midfield, Watson. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Texans.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 76 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. We give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jake Butt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down, 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left. Stand. They're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah providing a little deja deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 46
Well,
yards.
look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. Dropped at the 1. And the young buck showing that ability that... Agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside.
Let's go. Let's go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that, don't know? And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Dolphins
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends there. On the run, this is Hunt. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On the tackle.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be is over.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watson's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down, and the Texans cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Going deep here for Parker. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 28. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin by heading up to Heinz Field, where we check in on the AFC North action between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Mark Ingram has a touchdown there. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. But now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on 1st down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
A gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
at the 40-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Texans.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Watson a give. This is Johnson.
They find some open field here. There goes Duke Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Again, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Houston.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Texans 7.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Tunga Vailoa's pass complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he
will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it'll bring up third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Charles, you said earlier, this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pick up there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nifty move. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
5-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with punt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He was able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Jason Sanders.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 45.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. And
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Final score, Dolphins 40.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days